Nicole, a stunning and vivacious 27-year-old woman, and I, a 29-year-old man, embarked on our marital journey a little over a year ago. From the outset, our relationship was characterized by deep love, mutual respect, and a shared vision for the future. We were the quintessential couple, navigating life's challenges hand in hand, and our marriage seemed unassailable. However, recently, an unexpected and heart-wrenching revelation shattered the foundation of our union, compelling me to make the painful decision to file for divorce. The catalyst for this devastating turn of events was Nicole's infidelity with one of her colleagues, a betrayal that cut deep into the core of our relationship. What made this situation even more complex and emotionally taxing was the involvement of my own in-laws. It was not Nicole who disclosed her unfaithfulness but her parents, Frank and Leah, who are both affluent and influential figures in their own right. They are the proprietors of a sprawling pharmaceutical company that has established itself as a dominant force in the industry. Their decision to inform me about Nicole's affair was unexpected and added a layer of complexity to an already painful situation. They approached me with the evidence of Nicole's betrayal and advised me to pursue a divorce without delay, a suggestion that left me reeling with conflicting emotions. Nicole is the sole daughter of her millionaire parents, Frank and Leah, whose immense wealth and business acumen have earned them considerable respect and admiration. Our love story began about 3 years ago when we connected through a dating app. From the moment we matched, there was an undeniable chemistry that blossomed into a meaningful relationship. Our first date was magical, filled with laughter and deep conversations that set the tone for our future together. Over the next few years, we built a life together, filled with shared dreams, mutual support, and unwavering commitment. After a year of living together in harmony, I decided it was time to take our relationship to the next level. I proposed to Nicole, and we soon found ourselves married, surrounded by the warmth and approval of her parents. Frank and Leah were more than just parents to Nicole, they were exceptionally kind and welcoming individuals who immediately took a liking to me. Nicole often teased that I was the son they never had, a sentiment that resonated deeply with me and made me feel truly accepted into their family. From our very first meeting, they treated me with the same warmth and kindness they would their own child, making me feel like an integral part of their lives. Despite their substantial wealth and the pressures that come with running a large pharmaceutical company, they remained remarkably grounded and humble. Their down-to-earth nature and genuine kindness were qualities I deeply admired and cherished. This welcoming environment was a stark contrast to my own upbringing. I grew up in a household fraught with emotional turmoil and instability. My parents had a tumultuous relationship, staying together solely for my sake despite their lack of affection and constant conflicts. Their inability to express love and their daily fights created an emotionally disturbed environment that left me yearning for the kind of supportive and loving family that I found in Nicole's parents. My relationship with my own parents was distant and strained, lacking the warmth and understanding that Frank and Leah effortlessly provided. This made the acceptance and support from Nicole's family all the more meaningful and comforting to me. As our marriage progressed, I developed a strong bond with Frank and Leah. Their support and acceptance were pillars of strength for me, especially given my strained relationship with my own parents. I felt a sense of belonging and comfort around them, which made our familial bond even stronger. Their unwavering support and genuine care provided a stark contrast to the emotional neglect I experienced in my own household. I had always sensed that Frank and Leah genuinely liked me, but I never anticipated the depth of their support when Nicole's betrayal came to light. Their decision to stand by me, even over their own daughter, was both surprising and overwhelming, leaving me in a difficult and confusing predicament. The crux of my dilemma lies in the fact that my in-laws now want me to inherit a substantial sum of $2 million from their estate. This generous offer is intended as compensation for Nicole's betrayal and dishonor, effectively disowning her in the process. Accepting such a significant inheritance presents a moral and ethical quandary for me. On one hand, Nicole's actions have caused me immense emotional pain and shattered the foundation of our marriage. On the other hand, the inheritance is a substantial amount of money that could provide financial security, but accepting it feels like taking something away from Nicole that she rightfully deserves, despite her infidelity. The emotional toll of this situation is immense. Nicole is understandably furious about the entire ordeal, feeling that the inheritance should rightfully remain hers. She perceives my acceptance of the money as a form of betrayal, further deepening the emotional rift between us. Meanwhile, I find myself torn between my love for her and the pain of her betrayal, struggling to decide whether accepting the $2 million is the right thing to do. The fact that her parents were the ones to expose her affair adds another layer of complexity to my feelings, leaving me devastated and unsure of the best path forward. After consulting with a lawyer, I learned that accepting the inheritance would significantly reduce Nicole's share, which only adds to my confusion and inner conflict. Nicole and I once shared a relationship filled with love, understanding, and harmony. We navigated the usual ups and downs that any couple experiences, always finding ways to resolve our differences and strengthen our bond. However, everything changed when my in-laws invited me to their home for what I initially thought was a routine family discussion. To my utter shock, they revealed that Nicole had been having an affair with a younger co-worker from her father's company, where she was responsible for recruitment. This revelation was particularly surprising because her parents, who were deeply invested in maintaining the integrity of their family business, had taken the unusual step of hiring a private investigator to monitor Nicole's activities. The affair in question involved a man who was barely 21 years old, a recent college graduate who had just joined the company. While the relationship was legally permissible, it was perplexing that Nicole, despite being happily married, sought companionship outside her marriage. Frank and Leah had observed an unusual amount of time Nicole was spending with this young recruit and, concerned about the potential repercussions for their business and our marriage, decided to take matters into their own hands. They confronted Nicole multiple times about the nature of her relationship with him, but she consistently denied any wrongdoing, insisting that they were merely close friends with no romantic involvement. Their concerns were not unfounded, as the relationship posed significant risks both personally and professionally. If the affair were to end badly, the young man could potentially use it against the company in a lawsuit, given the power dynamics at play. Despite their initial restraint in not disclosing their findings to me, believing it was not their place to interfere, their growing concern over Nicole's continued interactions with him led them to take definitive action. They hired a private detective, who provided irrefutable evidence of Nicole's deceit. The detective's findings revealed that Nicole was frequently visiting her lover's house after work hours, activities she had previously claimed were simply outings with friends or extended work engagements. Upon receiving this evidence, my world came crashing down. The realization that someone I deeply loved had been lying to me and betraying our marriage was utterly devastating. The meeting with my in-laws, where they presented the evidence of Nicole's affair, remains a vivid and painful memory. Their support during this time was invaluable. They treated me with the same care and compassion they would their own son, reassuring me that the situation was not my fault. They emphasized how much I had loved and respected Nicole, highlighting how she had thrown away the love and support provided by both her parents and me for someone she barely knew. Unable to face Nicole immediately after this revelation, I stayed at my in-laws' house, overwhelmed by the emotions coursing through me. That night was one of the most emotionally taxing of my life, filled with endless tears and a sense of helplessness. The next morning, before Nicole left for work, I confronted her with the undeniable evidence of her infidelity. Despite her initial attempts to deny the affair, the irrefutable proof forced her to admit the truth. This confession left me in a state of utter despair, as any remaining hope that the situation was a mere misunderstanding was completely shattered. Our confrontation quickly escalated into a heated and tumultuous argument. Nicole admitted that she had been feeling unfulfilled in our marriage and had sought solace outside of it, but her reasoning only deepened my sense of hurt and betrayal. She tried to downplay the affair, portraying herself as a victim of circumstances, which only intensified my anger. The situation spiraled out of control, culminating in a heartbreaking scene where Nicole was on the floor, crying uncontrollably, and I was screaming at her in a mix of pain and frustration. It was a chaotic and emotionally charged moment that left both of us feeling broken and devastated. In the aftermath of the argument, I made the difficult decision to end our marriage and insisted that Nicole leave our home to give me the space I needed to process the betrayal. Nicole, however, refused to leave, hoping that we could salvage our marriage despite the immense damage that had been done. Her refusal led to further disagreements, and in my overwhelmed state, I left the house without even taking the time to pack my belongings. I drove aimlessly, unable to face the reality of my situation, and eventually ended up spending the night in a nearby hotel, still reeling from the emotional upheaval. Since that night, my life has been in a state of disarray. The pain of Nicole's betrayal has made it difficult for me to move forward, and despite my efforts to forget and forgive, the wounds remain fresh and painful. About a week and a half ago, I finally took the step to file for divorce, a decision that felt both necessary and overwhelmingly difficult. During this period, I ceased all communication with Nicole, unable to bring myself to engage with someone who had caused me so much pain. In contrast, my in-laws maintained regular contact, offering their unwavering support and understanding, something my own parents, who were already emotionally distant, could not provide. Amidst the chaos, my in-laws extended a lifeline by offering me a place in their estate, contingent upon accepting their terms. Initially, I was hesitant to accept such a substantial inheritance, feeling conflicted about taking money that rightfully belonged to Nicole. However, after much deliberation and discussions with friends who encouraged me to see the inheritance as a form of justice for the pain Nicole had caused, I began to reconsider. Their reasoning made sense. Nicole's actions had not only broken our marriage but also tarnished the trust and respect that her parents had for me. A few days later, my in-laws called me again, expressing their desire to help me further by ensuring that I could maintain financial stability during this difficult time. They proposed that I take over the family home, allowing Nicole to live elsewhere while I could focus on rebuilding my life and maintaining my job. Reluctantly, I agreed to meet with them to discuss the details, still grappling with the ethical implications of accepting their generous offer. During our meeting, tensions flared once more when Nicole unexpectedly appeared. She was visibly upset and began to manipulate the situation by falsely accusing me of having an affair with a mutual friend. She presented doctored photos and fabricated stories to paint me in a negative light, attempting to shift the blame onto me and undermine the support my in-laws had been providing. Her parents, however, saw through her deceit and revealed that they were the ones who had uncovered the truth about her affair, thereby exposing her lies in front of everyone. Nicole's attempts to tarnish my reputation were met with disbelief and frustration from her parents, who had trusted and supported me throughout this ordeal. Realizing that her lies were unraveling, Nicole was left speechless as her parents confronted her about her dishonesty and betrayal. This confrontation further solidified my in-laws' decision to support me over her, leading them to formalize their decision to leave me their entire $2 million inheritance. Despite the substantial sum, I remained conflicted about accepting the inheritance, feeling uncomfortable about taking money that should have been Nicole's. After much introspection and encouragement from my friends, who emphasized that I deserved the compensation for the hurt Nicole caused, I ultimately decided to accept their offer. This decision was both a form of justice and a step towards healing, allowing me to move forward with my life despite the lingering emotional scars. Update 1 I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone for the overwhelming support and invaluable comments I've received. Emotionally, I am holding up surprisingly well, thanks to divine grace and the unwavering support of my friends. They have encouraged me to accept the inheritance, believing that Nicole's actions were unforgivable and that I deserved the $2 million her parents are willing to leave me. They also pointed out that Nicole had tried to shift the blame onto me by fabricating evidence of my own infidelity, further justifying my decision to accept the inheritance. This perspective has reinforced my belief that accepting the money is the right choice, as Nicole showed no remorse and prioritized her affair over our marriage. Update 2 Today, I reached out to my in-laws to inform them of my decision to accept their generous offer. Their reaction was one of immense relief and happiness, as they appreciated the opportunity to rectify the situation caused by Nicole's actions. They revealed that following our intense confrontation, Nicole had severed all communication with them, resigned from her position at her father's company, and distanced herself from her partner. This was particularly shocking because I had believed that her father had been grooming her to take over the family business upon his retirement. Nicole's sudden decision to abandon her career was a significant setback, and I could hear the disappointment in my father-in-law's voice as he explained the impact of her actions on the family business and their plans for the future. Witnessing my in-laws' strength and integrity during this time has been truly inspiring. They chose to stand by me, prioritizing what was right over their daughter's wishes, a testament to their character and values. To show my appreciation, I plan to visit them tomorrow, recognizing that they must be feeling isolated and hurt amidst all that has transpired. Their support has been a cornerstone during this difficult period, and I want to ensure they know how much their kindness and understanding mean to me. Update 3 A few weeks have passed since I left my home, and I have been residing in a hotel ever since. Unfortunately, I was let go from my job due to the unexplained leave of absence I had taken, which was necessitated by my emotional state and the difficulties of commuting from a hotel in a remote area. This development added to my stress, as I faced the prospect of unemployment and the mounting expenses associated with the divorce. However, a silver lining emerged when my father-in-law leveraged his connections to help me secure a much better position at a friend's company. This new job has provided me with a sense of stability and hope amidst the chaos. The divorce proceedings have officially commenced, and each meeting with the mediator is fraught with tension and emotional strain. It's incredibly challenging to remain detached when Nicole and I cross paths, but I strive to maintain my composure, knowing that she has already moved on with her life. From what I've heard, Nicole has started a new relationship and has even moved in with her new partner, which adds to my sense of finality regarding our marriage. While I feel a mix of disappointment and acceptance, I understand that she needs to move forward, just as I must. Throughout this entire ordeal, my relationship with my in-laws has remained strong and supportive. We consciously avoid mentioning Nicole to respect each other's healing processes, fostering a sense of unity and mutual support within our newly formed family dynamic. Although Nicole is no longer a part of our lives since the divorce proceedings began, my in-laws and I continue to support one another, believing that time will eventually mend our wounds and restore peace to our lives. The strength and resilience of my in-laws have been a guiding light, helping me navigate through this challenging chapter with hope and determination for a better future. In addition to the emotional and financial upheaval, the impact on my professional life has been significant. The sudden termination from my previous job left me feeling adrift, but the intervention of my father-in-law provided a much-needed lifeline. His ability to connect me with a reputable position at his friend's company not only salvaged my career but also offered a new beginning. This new role has allowed me to regain a sense of purpose and stability, which is crucial as I rebuild my life post-divorce. Nicole's swift move to start a new relationship and cohabitate with her new partner has been a painful reminder of the finality of our separation. Hearing that she has moved on so quickly has been both surprising and disheartening. It underscores the complete emotional severance between us, making it clear that reconciliation is no longer an option. This reality has forced me to fully embrace the end of our marriage and focus on healing and moving forward. Despite the challenges, I find solace in the unwavering support of my in-laws. Their decision to include me in their estate has not only provided financial relief but also strengthened the bond between us. It has transformed our relationship from a traditional in-law dynamic to one that feels more like a true family bond, rooted in mutual respect and understanding. Their generosity and integrity have been a beacon of hope, guiding me through the darkest moments of this ordeal. Looking ahead, I am determined to rebuild my life with the lessons learned from this painful experience. The journey is far from easy, but the support system I have in my in-laws and the new professional opportunities have given me the strength to persevere. I am committed to moving forward with resilience and optimism, ready to embrace a new chapter filled with hope and gratitude. While the scars of the past will take time to heal, I am confident that with time, patience, and the support of those who care for me, I will emerge stronger and more resilient. In conclusion, the end of my marriage to Nicole has been a tumultuous and emotionally draining experience, marked by betrayal, heartbreak, and significant life changes. However, the unwavering support of my in-laws and the opportunities that have arisen from this painful situation have provided a path forward. As I navigate through the complexities of divorce and rebuild my life, I remain hopeful that time will heal the wounds and that I will emerge from this challenging period with newfound strength and resilience. The journey ahead is uncertain, but with the support of my in-laws and the lessons learned from this ordeal, I am ready to embrace the future with optimism and determination.